There is a new AI bot in town called ChatGPT.
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 This artificial intelligence bot can chat and write essays, poems, computer programs, and will respond to anything you prompt. AI systems have been able to recognize and classify objects in images and videos with a high degree of accuracy. So why you look up something on a search engine when ChatGPT can write a whole paragraph explaining the answer? AI is revolutionizing the way we live and work, from self-driving cars to virtual assistants, robotics, computer vision, medical diagnosis, financial analysis, game playing, and now advancing towards natural language processing (NLP). The tool from a power player in artificial intelligence lets you type the questions using natural language that the chatbot answers in conversational way. The bot remembers the thread of your dialogue, using previous questions and answers to inform its next responses. Its answers are derived from a huge volumes of information on the internet. ChatGPT is the latest and most impressive artificially intelligent chatbot yet. It was released 3 weeks ago and in just 5 days hit more than a million users. It's being used so much that its servers have reached capacity several times. You can ask it countless questions and often will get an answer that's useful. For example, you can ask questions like, what is quantum computer or the laws of thermodynamics? You can tell it write me a poem, and when it does, then say now make it more exciting. You ask it to write a computer program that will show you all the different ways you can arrange the letters of a word. It's a big deal. The tool seems pretty knowledgeable if not omniscient. It can be creative and its answer can sound downright authoritative. But be careful, you don't have to trust everything it says. ChatGPT is the brainchild of openai, an artificial intelligence research company. Its mission is to develop a safe and beneficial artificial general intelligence system, or to help others, as they say. It's made splashes before, first with GPT-3, which can generate text that can sound like a human wrote it, and then DAL-E, which create images based on text prompts you type in. What's now called generative R. GPT-3 and the GPT 3.5 update on which ChatGPT is based are examples of AI technology called large language models. They are trained to create text based on what they have seen, and they can be trained automatically with huge quantities of computer power over a period of weeks. For example, the training process can find a random paragraph of text, delete a few words, then ask the AI to fill in the blanks, compare the result to the original, and then reward the AI system for coming as close as possible. Repeating over and over can lead to a sophisticated ability to generate text. ChatGPT can do many other tricks. It can write computer code to a user specification, draft business letters or rental contracts, compose homework essays, and even pass university exams. Just as important is what ChatGPT cannot do. It's worth examining what ChatGPT's limitations look like. Right now, ChatGPT has only been taught up to 2021, so it cannot handle or address current events. Ultimately, it's a chatbot, and the goal is that it talks to you, but not that it's necessarily accurate. It struggles to distinguish between truth and a falsehood. It's also often a persuasive liar. ChatGPT doesn't exactly know anything. ChatGPT is a bit like autocomplete on your phone. Your phone is trained on a dictionary of words, so it complete words. ChatGPT is trained on pretty much all of the web and can therefore complete whole sentences or even whole paragraphs. However, it doesn't understand what it's saying, just what words are most likely to come next. It's an AI that's trained to recognize patterns in vast swathes of text harvested from the internet, then further trained with human assistance to deliver more useful and better dialogue. ChatGPT is designed to weed out inappropriate requests, a behavior in line with OpenAI's mission to ensure that artificial intelligence benefits all of humanity. If you ask ChatGPT itself about the off-limits, it will tell you any questions that are discriminatory, offensive, or inappropriate. This includes questions that are racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or otherwise hateful. Asking it to engage in illegal activities is also a big no. Though ChatGPT is a great milestone in large language model, among the many challenges that ChatGPT presents, one is the inability of a user to tell when it's wrong, unless you already know the answer. The CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, have already said that ChatGPT can sometimes gives you a completely wrong or biased answer. The chatbot takes advantage of a number of technical advances published in the open scientific literature in the past couple of decades, but any innovations unique to it are secret. OpenAI could be trying to build a technical and business moat to keep others out. In the past, advances in artificial intelligence have been accompanied by peer-reviewed literature. For example, in 2018, when the Google Brain team developed the BERT neural network on which most natural language processing systems are now based, the methods were published in peer-reviewed scientific papers, and the code was open-sourced. And in 2021, DeepMind's AlphaFold 2, a protein folding software, which was science breakthrough of the year. The software and its results were open sourced, so scientists everywhere could use them to advance biology and medicine. Following the release of ChatGPT, we have only a short blog post describing how it works. There has been no hint of accompanying scientific publication, or that the code will be open sourced. To understand why ChatGPT could be kept secret, you have to understand a little about the company behind it. OpenAI is perhaps one of the oldest companies to emerge from Silicon Valley. It was set up as a non-profit in 2015. Their purpose was to promote and develop friendly AI in a way that benefits humanity as a whole. Their thinking was we couldn't trust for-profit companies to develop increasingly capable AI that align with human prosperity. In 2019, OpenAI transitioned into a for-profit company, with investors limited to a maximum return of 100 times their investment, and took a $1 billion investment from Microsoft so it could scale and compete with the tech giants. It seems money got in the way of OpenAI's initial plans for openness. According to its blog, OpenAI initially used reinforcement learning in ChatGPT to downrank fake or problematic answers using a costly hand-constructed training set, but ChatGPT now seems to be tuned by its more than 1 million users. I imagine this sort of human feedback would be prohibitively expensive to acquire in any other way. OpenAI is already being discussed as a potential Google Slayer. Google often supplies you with its suggested answers to questions and with links to websites that it thinks will be relevant. You may not see something directly like ChatGPT in Google search results, but Google has built large language models of its own and uses AI extensively already in search. Vetting the veracity of ChatGPT answers takes some work because it just gives you some raw text with no links or citations, but it can be useful and in some cases thought-provoking. Often ChatGPT's answers far surpass what Google will suggest, so it's easy to imagine GPT-3 is a rival. But still, ChatGPT replacing Google search is like replacing a silo of lemons with a farmer planting lemon trees that potentially becomes a lemon farm. It's possible but not probable in the short term. Google search has its own advantages, specifically the amount of data they have and the broader resources they have to collect data. Yet ChatGPT has a superpower, creating human-level bilateral communication, which is exceeding Google search's limitation in capturing human intelligence. However, there is still an underlying question here. How do people want to search? Do they just want answers directly, or do they want a world of options to wade through? That's complicated too. I believe both options are very important. It all depends on the objective or what the user is looking for. Sometimes people search like, will it rain tonight, or how far is the pharmacy from my hotel? Other times people want to research, read and understand available information on a broad range of topics. All the major AI tools we now have are open source, but in the race to develop more capable AI that may be ending if openness in AI dwindles, we may see advances in this field slow down. We may also see new monopolies to develop. ChatGPT is a milestone. It's certainly not replacing Google search tomorrow. The rise and popularity of ChatGPT does signal a change, offering a glimpse into where online search tools could be headed in the future. But at the same time, works as a call to action to regulators that we need more guardrails to mitigate risk and protect society from its possible and probable harm. So can ChatGPT bring a remarkable changes in the way we search and browse the internet? Does ChatGPT have the potential to compete and replace big search engines like Google in the near future? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Take care.